Hello everyone, this is JVM1 here, and I'm coming with a video of more of concern versus anything else. If you've already seen the title of this video, no, this is not going to be a rant on Sonic Forces. This is not going to be any type of like hatred or, oh, this game is like the worst thing of the entire time. No. This is going to be a quick talk about what the future holds for what I feel Sega needs to do in order to like keep going on. So, if you haven't known, if you've seen for the majority of the videos, I'm a Sonic fan since the beginning. Sonic 1, 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was like the best one. I enjoyed the Adventure series. I enjoyed Sonic Heroes. I enjoyed Sonic Riders. I enjoyed some of the spin-offs. Yeah, that Black Age of Sonic 06 and all the way through to Sonic Unleashed, I never played. Because automatically when I saw them, I was like, yeah, this is going to be bad. But Sonic Colors, fantastic. I loved it. It was like back to form. Generations was amazing. Short, but amazing, dude. I loved it. And then it's like trying to find a new feel for Sonic, because like let's put it into comparison. If you look at how Sonic and if I say Mario started, they both started platforming. They were always platforming, but Mario always had like the big scaling of platforms. Sonic didn't kind of build to that until like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where he had like different ways of going stuff. But here's the thing. While the formula worked for everybody, it seemed like the formula like hit a snag when it came to Sonic versus how it is with Mario. Mario always focused on like the little set of people that it had. It never tried to add a lot more to it, not a lot like into it. It's usually certain characters. The main thing of the main story was always Bowser, Mario, Peach, pretty much. Sometimes you have the extra characters added in there for helping or whatnot. Sometimes Peach actually joined in, but it never lost its flair of like how the platforming stuff was. But they always found ways to add more to it. Odyssey recently came out, and it was just like, I'm looking at how Odyssey is, and I'm like, how is Forces going to keep up with Odyssey? How? Creating your avatar was cool, but the thing about it is, it's like, here's the thing about Odyssey. Odyssey gives so much in a game that, like, even though I haven't played it, just seeing other people play it, it's hard to like not acknowledge how awesome Odyssey looks like. All the things that it added, all the little modes, features, they put so much into this game, and it's pretty much one of those near perfect games. Like, I can say there's maybe a few things I see may be wrong with it, but I have to touch it myself, so I can't just automatically judge and assume. But it's like, yeah, this game works. And then we come to Forces. Now, here's my main thing about Forces. The problems I have with Forces. Some of the controls are kind of weird. Refers to the characters in 2D sections. Most of the time, there's not a lot of actual you doing a lot in the game. Like, yeah, you do run around and you do stuff, but like some people say, it's kind of autopilot. Like, you kind of just blaze through it half the time. Only time I really don't blaze through it is if I'm actually trying to complete this stuff. But I tried to complete the red rings because I thought there would be more. Because where was the sound test? Where was the, we got the theater mode, but where was sound test? Where was the actual, things to turn volume up and down just in case you have to, budget stuff right? Where was like the other options that could have been added in there? Like, I'm gonna be quite honest. I enjoyed Forces. I say it's a decent game. It's not the perfect game. Like, I give it an 8, but that's only because like I'm a fan of Sonic and I don't mind it. So giving a little leeway, but there's some things that it doesn't make it like a true big 8. Like, kind of like when I'm taking about an 8, think about like a B-. Don't really think about like a high 8, like, oh my god, recommend to everybody. It's a 8 with caution, because it's a $40 game but it lacks so much more. Compared to its predecessor, Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was a $20 game. I had competitive, I had sound, I had Blue Sapphire, I had Mean Beam Machine, I had, I had all this stuff. I had a secret way to go and play Knuckles and Knuckles. Like, there was so much thrown into that. It was amazing for 20 bucks. Like, I'm still giving away 2 more codes when I finally get stuff situated. I've been having like kind of troubles about certain things, but I am going to give 2. I still promise to give 2 more away to 2 people. But the thing about it was, like, Mania, I've never been so giddy to play a Mania game, like a Sonic game, in a long time, and Mania just gave me that giddy. Like, I still go back and play it because it's fun. It's like enjoyable. I still go back and play Forces too, but the problem with Forces is like there's not a lot of replayability. There's no supersonic. There's a lot missing from the game that we should be all commonly knowledge for. And then we ask why? Where did it go? Well, for starters, it was supposed to be mostly focused on your avatar, which I understand. Your avatar was supposed to be the main hero. So I understand that there's no supersonic or anything like that because your avatar is pretty much supposed to be this big hero. Like, you start out scared and like afraid, and then you join the resistance, and then you build up courage to become a greater, hero. But I feel like they didn't add enough delivery to your character to make it much more worthwhile. Main reason being, yeah, your character goes and saves Sonic, sorta, and like helps around, but I never felt any weight towards the characters. Now I know what everybody's thinking. Yeah, well, they had a dark, grim storyline, and they were supposed to make it to where it's dark. I was like, I'll put it more like this. If they wanted to make it more of a dark, grimy storyline, Sonic would have been dead off bat, just straight off dead. They could have revived him with the Chaos Emeralds. They could have had some weird BS thing where the Chaos Emeralds brought him back, or the Phantom Ruby like messed up, had a weird hiccup, and then Sonic kind of came back, and like they have a way of saving Sonic's life from death. But they never put their fear into it. I don't know if it's because they're afraid, since it's a kid's game, they're afraid to add more depth into it, Sonic franchise, which is understandable. Like, think about it. It's kind of hard at a time nowadays to like just up and awfully kill a main character in a children's game, because that's what Sonic is still technically classified under, is a children's game. So when I look at it, I come into it as a children's game. I don't come into it as an adult game. I don't come into it as in like, I had to still come to it like, this is still made for kids. This is still made for people that, that still enjoy like the games for like the young people. It's not for us teens and all the people that have been fans for years. But at the same time, we don't want to lose that flair that Sonic had back in the day. Because think about it. We all grew up, like people that are fans now, we all grew up with the Adventure series and everything. And while some of them weren't perfect, the cheesiness, the way how we enjoyed certain things, the Chow Garden, all that stuff was like, my God, that was amazing. Dude, the last time I had a big rush in a Sonic game was Sonic Rush itself with Blaze the Cat. Because I promise you, I've never, like, the first time I giggled was when it was a mash out between you versus Blaze, and you had to, mash out faster. It was like the funnest, for some reason it was just fun because it was never done really a lot in the Sonic game where you have to like outfight somebody for speed, and it's just like, God, this is amazing. I want that flair to come back. Like certain things that they had in Sonic Forces, I liked. I was like, yeah, some cinematics and everything, but we need more to give. And I'm at a point of kind of saying, if some other people haven't already said it, I think Sonic team really needs to let the game development team kind of take on to a new light. And when I say that, I mean, if we were able to let fans do Sonic Mania, maybe we should have fans do Sonic 3D games. Maybe we should have fans work on something, because it seems like the fans can do some stuff. Get some new people in there. Like, don't be afraid to branch out into maybe a darker storyline or something like that. Give it more of a flair to Sonic. Because while the more we see Mario, yes, Mario can do the same formula and it'll be perfectly fine. They just add different things, but Mario's starting to grow now. Like now with Odyssey, now he's got to back up Odyssey. Like, it's not gonna, you know, blow it out of water. But, you know, now they have to try to make something that's like Galaxy 3 and blow it out of the water. Where Sonic, we're still trying to get over the hurdle that Sonic's in a 3D environment. It's like, if you want to put it in a really certain way, it's like, imagine Sonic Mania being Mega Man X. The really good Mega Man X. It's just like Mega Man X, like, wow, this is amazing. And then, like, Forces turns into, like, Mighty Number 9. It's a game. We acknowledge it. It's there. But, by God, where'd the budget go? Kind of sort of thing. And we can think it's the budget title. But at the same time, Sonic should have way more of a light than they should be. I mean, is the budget really gone? I haven't seen the, like, I'm trying to find like a budget. If somebody can link me the budgets, like how Sega's and stuff is going, let me know, because I don't think Sonic was a AAA title, because I've never seen it as a AAA title. But if it is, like, it needs to be like really amped up. But I don't know the budget of Sega team, Sonic team, or whatever they're working at. But like, I heard stock went up because of Sonic Mania. And if stock could go up from a game like that, I feel like if they let somebody else like take control, they could do it. But they gotta learn to let go and let people try something new. They let fans do this. They hired fans to work on a Sonic game, and it worked well. It worked amazing. Yes, some of the games was like old rehash, but they revamped it. So it wasn't the same Green Hill Zone we've seen all the time. It wasn't the same Flying Battery Zone. It wasn't the same Lava Reef. There was so much more. It brought back the memories. There was very few times I had that in Forces. But there's only so much of, like, Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, all the zones that we're used to. There's so much you can just shove that in us. And the bosses that you gave us, where's Egg Dragoon? Where's stuff like that? Where's that challenge that, you know, Sonic actually had back in the day with some things? Like, I really want Sonic to flourish. I just don't want him to go back into the Dark Ages. It's like, we will switch 1 step forward, 5 steps back. Because, god damn it. Like, I'm going to be a Sonic fan, like, until the end. But, you know, when is that going to be, hey, Sonic is back. Sonic is, you know, new flair. If they made Avengers 3, that'd be fine. If they, like, HD remake Heroes or make Heroes 2, I'd be hyped. Because, like, seeing what they did with the partner here, I had a vibe of Heroes. But I really want a full-fledged Heroes. You know, Heroes was pretty much the same gameplay over and over and over again. Pretty much you went through all the stages, like, for all 4 teams. But the thing about it was, each one was different. Where Sonic team was a little bit, like, more of a normal mode. You know, Shadow's team was a hard mode, and then you got, like, I honestly think Team Chaotic was more of an expert challenge mode, because you had to do some weird shit in order to get stuff done, and I really, really, really enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was freaking annoying to do. And then Team Amy was pretty much learning the game. That's pretty much what it was. But at the same time, I had fun. And then the Chaos Emeralds were still in the thing, the special stages were interesting. Yes, sometimes it was kind of wonky, but I enjoyed it. And that's what I really want Sonic to be, an enjoying ride. That's the thing of that that Mania got, that Forces in, that Sonic is supposed to be like that fun roller coaster ride. We have your up parts where, you know, you kind of get to the stage, you know, get to the enemies and everything, and then we just have those wee moments. And like, when I mean wee moments, I don't mean just like, you know, you're just blazing through enemies. There's wee moments, but you still have to be careful and think, but you're still having a grand roller coaster ride. But you still need those moments to think. There could be some Sonic puzzles. Sonic puzzles are still in there. That could be good. You know, boss fights could be much more interesting. Like, I enjoyed the last boss fight, but there was something that I really disliked about it. There was no real infinite climax. Like, an infinite fight was just pretty much the Metal Sonic fight all over again in a different view. No. Come on, Sega team. I mean, I came with boss fights. Boss fights usually be amazing as fuck. So, you know, start over there with, you know, here's Egg Hawk. Alright, cool. Sonic Heroes, Egg Hawk. It'd be alright. Then we got Egg Albatross. Oh! Okay. Not bad. But it goes back to Egg Hawk, you know, 2 forms. And then it's Egg Albatross. You know, this fucking Egg Emperor was that entire fight. While slightly annoying, it was just still like, what the fuck? take this, take that, take this, take that. Fight was fun. And then extra boss, fucking Metal Sonic. Who would have thought? Even though you've seen it through halfway through the game, I would have never thought this would have been the final boss. And that you use all the teams in order to beat it. Then go Super Sonic and beat him. I was hoping for something like that in Forces, where maybe your avatar gets supersonic powers and is able to go into it. I shouldn't have to wait for it to be a DLC or a patch note. Sonic has never done that. Even in the bad games, they've never done that. Why now? And it's free, so why now? It comes to a point to where I feel like Sonic Forces should have been delayed. If they all delayed the game to make more to it, by all means, I'd rather a delayed, very good game than an early half-hash game that we have to wait for the rest of the content to come out. That gets really annoying fast. So if anybody from Sega randomly comes across this, which I know is like a shot in the dark, but please, I am begging of you all, don't lose a stride from Colors and Generations and Sonic Adventures 2, all the stuff that made Sonic fun, Sonic Heroes. Take from the ones that people really love and enjoy and the fan base that people really take from it and build from that. I know you're making a new Sonic engine, but I was upset from the engine because rings didn't replenish your boost, like you had to kill enemies, which is fine and dandy, but there's certain times where it's like, where are the enemies to kill? And then there's times where boosting just like shoots you off the stage, or you just like clip through the stage somehow. Like, it really needs some tune-up. Like, I really wish I went more into it. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do a review of Sonic Forces and Mania because I really want to, but at the same time, I really want to bring this up because I feel like Sonic Team just needs that major push of like, hey look, guys, y'all need to either let fans do something because fans can know how to make amazing things, or just get a stride back with some new lights, because whoever you hired recently made a good call with Mania, and we need you to make a good call with other Sonic games past from here to now. I don't want to see Sonic like drop out. I want to see Sonic flourish more and have more different level designs, interesting things, and new things for us to enjoy. We need new things. Please give us more brand new content. I mean, I know you can't use stuff from the comics, but please give us like something that we can go off of, because as a fan, we're slowly losing our stride. It's bad when we look at a 2D Sonic game now and we're like, oh, this is amazing, the music and everything is great, and it's done by fans, oh my god. And then we look at a well-made, a well-groomed team that's been making Sonic games for years, and we're like, it's alright, it's here, it's nothing spectacular, but it's a game. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It's kind of like a C plus B minus. Like, put a little bit of effort into it, but nothing bad. I don't want to think about that. I want to, when I pick up a game and show a future kid of mine or somebody that I really care about, yo, how was Sonic the Hedgehog? Let me show you this stuff, man. Let me show you the hype train this game has. I want to be able to do that. But we need some people from Sega to really see, hey, look, people really didn't like the way of Sonic Forces going. And if you're really worried about, like, hey, people are willing to make good Sonic games for you. I bet you there's many 3D ports out there of Sonic games being done that people have done. I've seen them. I've seen some people do the 3D ones where like Sonic is free roaming. Like, I've seen it done, and I know people can like really put the time. If you give them the engine, give them the time, give them how they do it, they could program a Sonic game just as equally as good. But it takes time, and it takes people to realize, and we gotta send a message. It's bad if we have to send a message usually with our wallets, but it's also at the same time, we have to send a message, period. We have to report to like, hey, look, remember when this was a good thing? Remember how this was cool? Yeah, we need this back. Sonic Boom, the TV show, was amazing. Game sucked. The TV show was amazing, but the feedback from that game showed, and it really showed that, hey, look, people didn't want that, and we kind of went back to stride, and we got where we're going. But it's like, we can't lose going up and going slightly back slowly. So, Sonic Team, please get it together. Please come back to like good days. And I really want to do the music, like music fine. Your music area is never really bad. Just, you know, just kind of step it up a little bit with some of the music, but just, we need good level design. We need good Sonic stuff. We need everything kind of going into strides. Because the last thing I need to say is like, well, what was the last thing you remember about Sonic? They had a great Mania moment, a terrible Force. Then after that, it was gone like an angel's kiss. So, with that said, JFGamers1 is signing out. The reviews will be coming for these really soon, so you can know my full-fledged thoughts about everything. And I hope you enjoy, and I hope somebody gets a hold of this. JFGamers1 signing out.